Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is JC from the Virgo Plans. Today, I have a plan with me for you guys. If you want to see how I achieved this spread, just keep on watching. So I'm using this kit from Olive Planner Co. called Noir, and it is a black kit, lots of dark colors, and this is what I'm using for my Halloween spread. So that's what this plan with me is. This whole week is the week of Halloween this year. And I decided to go with this black kit versus a more traditional Halloween kit, with spider webs, bats, pumpkins, that kind of stuff. Because honestly, if you guys remember, I was kind of absent this summer in the planner community. I think I took like a pretty long break. I mean, granted, I was traveling a lot. So I kind of missed all of the Halloween sales. So like Halloween kits, Halloween deco, a lot of fall things too. I was able to pick up some re-releases, but I did not pick up a Halloween kit this year. Or any Halloween deco. So I'm working with what I have in my collection, and I stumbled upon this very black, dark kit, and I thought, oh my gosh, how cute would it be to have like a non-traditional, just chic, feminine Halloween spread? So that's what we're doing. I'm working with only the deco that I had last year, which is very, very limited. I literally think it's 2 sheets of deco, 2 sheets of Halloween deco, which you'll see. So that's why most of this spread is just very florally. Also, sorry if you can hear my cats. It is morning time for me. My voice might be a little raspy as well, but they just like to just give me hell. Honestly, in the morning, they just like to meow and run around the house, and just like, I haven't had my coffee yet, and they clearly have had their coffee, and that's where we're at. That's where we're at this morning. So if my voice is a little raspy and the cats are meowing, just know it's morning time. So I'm doing some date cover deco right here. I've been loving date cover deco. It's my favorite trend in the planner community right now. And I've decided to take this big sheet of sticker paper from a old reusable sticker book just from the back of it, so that I can have a lot of space to do my date cover deco on. Before, I would lay my full boxes down and then use that little leftover space when you take your full box off as my kind of working space. But then I thought, okay, I need more space than this, but it obviously needs to be sticker paper so that I can actually unstick it and use it. You know what I'm trying to say. So that's why I thought, okay, I'm just going to get a reusable sticker sheet book paper and use that. So hack for you. It's also great for cutting up large pieces of deco or doing some layering if you need like another place to do layering other than like your fingers or, parts of kits that you've used. So that's what this is. Also, I decided that for this week, and for every week going on, that I'm definitely going to be decorating the hole punch area. I've done it in the past 2 spreads kind of lightly, kind of just like exploring the idea of decorating the hole punch area. But you'll see in this spread, like I really went in with it, and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with it. So you'll see me go into that. But let's talk about the stickers I used so far. So I'm using some Paper Trail Plans dainty dividers right here. They have transparent matte paper or clear matte, whatever you want to call it. And it's just really great because it doesn't reflect. So you're just seeing the foil. I messed up there and I have to move it back down. Yes, Milo. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, you guys. He's talking. He's telling us how his morning is going. So anyways, the date covers, or not the date covers, the date dots that I use are also Paper Trail Plans. And then that hanging sign right there is a collab between Sadie Stickers and Shantae Plans, which, guys, if you didn't pick that up, I don't know if they're re-releasing it again. Definitely reach out if you want it. But they have so many colors. This one is like a gray wood grain. And it's so funny because in my haul, if you just watched my haul, I posted it like 2 days ago. Oh, digress. This is the Pretty Pink Co. deco sheet that I have one of if you saw that. That's it. That's what we're working with. And then this Glitter Mama October freebie, that is it. Those are my 2 sheets of Halloween deco. Isn't that funny? Okay, anyways, back into, if you saw that my last haul, I talked about those signs and I was thinking to myself like, oh my gosh, am I even going to use the gray ones? Like, when am I ever going to use a gray sign? Like, I never use gray. And then here I am, the first sign that I use is the gray one. I just think that's so funny. Also, those Miss and Meow little Polaroid photo boxes, so darn cute. So darn cute. I need more. I think that sheet had like 4 on it, and I just used that like blue tinged one. So yeah, definitely need more of those because, excuse me, these are so darn cute. And I put the little ghost in it. Like the ghost is taking a little photo for himself, you know, a little Halloween Polaroid picture, if you will. So here's my sidebar. I really love the way that it turned out specifically because of the hanging sign and the way that I layered the florals on top of it. So I don't know why, I just feel like it kind of reminds me, look in the corner up there for a second. And you see how now you can see the signs, what do you call that? Like the hanging part of the hanging sign. I actually cut out the hanging part of another hanging sign and then put it on top of this one just because I was kind of upset that you couldn't see those little hanging parts. There's probably a proper term for this and it's just too early for me and I'm blanking on it. But now that I added those parts in, you can see that it almost looks like it's weaving its way through the floral. Okay, moving on. We've laid down the full boxes now. I think, I omitted one full box and it was the Fashion Girl. I just think that it didn't fit the vibe that I was going for this, but we do have that one, lower half of the Fashion Girl on Saturday, and I was okay with that. Very cute. Okay, so here is where I'm doing the hole punch area. So I'm decorating my hole punch area. Oh, I forgot to mention, I think I showed it in the beginning, but I printed out my own deco for this because back then when I picked up this kit, I only got 1 sheet of deco and I definitely needed more. I've moved on to now needing 3 to 4 sheets of deco. So for any kit that I want to use that I don't have enough deco for, I just print it out myself. So that's what this is. These like really branchy pieces are ones that I printed out. And then like the more chunky roses that are kind of together, those are the deco from the kit, or that like you can get with the kit. Oh, I also forgot to mention, because again, it's so early and I'm just like barely there, that I have a code with this shop, Olive Planner Co. You can use JC20 to save 20% off of your order, and you can mention my name, JC, in the notes to seller to get my freebie. So moving on to Monday. Anyways, do we like the hole punch area? Sorry, I'm all over the place, guys. I'm realizing that I'm like jumping around so much. But do we like the hole punch area? I really, really like it. I think that it's like an extension of my date cover deco almost. It's kind of like, or how I'm imagining it is like the date cover deco is like spilling over into the hole punch area. Let me know your thoughts. I really like it. I think that it's fun. I used a lot of foiled honey inked deco to go over top of the florals in the hole punch area. And I like the way that it turned out. Okay, now we're officially moving on to Monday. The cats had to go to the vet this morning. It was such a anxiety-provoking experience for me because they had to go under. They had to go on anesthesia because they were getting their teeth cleaned. And they actually ended up having to get teeth taken out. So they had to go under anesthesia for that. And they've been under it before. When they had to get, I don't know if it's neutered or spayed for males, but when they had to get neutered or spayed, they had to go under for that. So I know that there's no complications or issues. We got blood work done before. They're fine. But oh my God, the hours that they were under and I was at home, I was feeling all the feels, you guys. My babies were, getting stuff done to them, a whole procedure done to them for hours. So it was really anxiety provoking for me, but everything is okay. They are well. Their teeth are clean. All is well. And I picked them up that day. I just did so much like housework. I was like, I'm going to clean the whole house. Like, and they're going to come home to the cleanest house. I'm going to do all the dishes and the laundry and vacuuming and sweeping and mopping and everything. And, you know, it was one of those days for me. So all is well. They came home and they were so loopy. It was so funny. If you guys have animals and they've ever had to go under anesthesia and they come home so loopy, it's so funny. They're like drunk and all of their limbs are like giving out on them. Their tails are just not working. It's so funny. It kind of like made up for the whole anxious feeling throughout the day. But yeah, this day was, it was okay. That night I filmed a plan with me. The cats went to bed early because they were still very loopy. So I took advantage of peace and quiet and filmed a plan with me that night. So yeah, dishes, laundry, work, everything is from Crafts by Towie and White Deer Stationery. And I think that laundry icon is actually from Christine's Paper Studio. So there's that. And moving on to Tuesday, I'm doing lots of layering the Crafts by Towie scalloped boxes over top of the more blank pieces of this kit, which I love so much. I really like Olive Planner Co.'s format because I can bring in a lot of my own collection to kind of jazz it up in the ways that I want to. Okay, right here, I saw Rachel of Gathered Plans do this, where she took like a doily or a mandala or something, cut it up and put it on the side as like a little layering piece. And oh my goodness, you guys, I saw that and I was like, I need to do it. I need to do it. Rachel, if you're listening, totally got this from you, totally copying you. It's so darn cute. How could I not? So underneath it, I am layering a Giving Girl bowstrung box. Oh my gosh, I haven't used one of these in so long. Where are the days when I would just only use Giving Girl bowstrung boxes every single day? I messed up that area, so I had to put it back. I was like, I don't really want this leaf here, but then I picked it up and I took all the sticker underneath it with me, so we're living with it. We're doing the leaf there. So yeah, there's the Giving Girl bowstrung box, and then I'm adding a little piece of deco inside of this little doily thing, which is from Harriet Wright Designs, by the way. I have a bunch of stuff from her from last year that I just never used, and it's so funny because I was thinking to myself, like, am I ever going to use this stuff? Because I have had it for a year now and I haven't used it, but I'm like bringing it all in now because that doily for me personally, like, is not big enough to write in. Like, the space in the center is not big enough for me to write in. So I decided, how can I like repurpose this? And then I saw Rachel do that, and that's when I thought, okay, this is perfect. Okay, so next for this day, I did FaceTime with Sid. I mean, I FaceTime Sid every day. Like, let's be honest, we literally talk every single day with each other. It's my best friend. And I used the FaceTime icon, or I'm assuming that's like intended to be a FaceTime icon or a call icon from Crafts by Towie, which is also on my Crafts by Towie freebie. It's the cutest thing ever. I think I need to buy a whole sheet, honestly, because I just keep on using like little freebie versions of it, and I think I need a whole sheet. Okay, so the next day, I filmed another Plan With Me. These are actually the two Plan With Me's that are up before this one. So the Sweet Celebration kit from Sadie Stickers for Tyler's birthday, and what else? Oh, the Lemon kit from Pretty Pink Co. I filmed those two Plan With Me's on those 2 days. I wanted to get them filmed before I went to Disney because after Disney, we had 1 day at home, literally 24 hours at home, and then left for New York for a week. So I knew I wasn't going to have any time to film, but that maybe I'd have time to edit. So that's why I filmed before Disneyland so that I could potentially edit on the trip, which I did not end up doing any editing whatsoever at Disneyland, but did a lot of editing on the plane to and from New York. So you'll see that at like the next Plan With Me that I do is my New York spread. I'm actually working on it right now. I have it like half filmed. Okay, so moving on to Wednesday, I am marking that I'm giving Tiger his meds using a little White Deer Stationery. It's actually a vaccine icon, and I realized that she actually does have an RX icon, and I should have used that, but it was too late. I had already put the vaccine one down. It was actually pills. It was like this tiny, tiny little pill that I had to give him for 3 days after his procedure. So I wish I had like used that RX pill bottle icon instead of this, because this seems so intense, like I shot him or something, but I didn't. It was just a little pill. Actually, I think it was chewable and that he ate it. It was like the easiest medicine I've ever had to give to my animals. So yeah, anyways, that's from White Deer Stationery. Okay, moving on. Brooke came over. She joined Tyler and I for Disney. It was so fun. The three of us just spent the rest of this week at Disneyland together, but she slept over so that we could leave early in the morning the next morning. So she came over. We packed. Well, actually, I packed because she came packed. She came prepared, okay? And I was like last minute, as I always am, and packed super late at night. So yeah, the luggage icon, which is so darn cute, is from Crafts by Towie. And then we also did a Target and Michael's run super late because she wanted to get some stuff for her Halloween costume, and I needed some stuff for mine as well. So that Target icon is from Paper Muse Crafts. I love Paper Muse Crafts icons, you guys. So good. I started out by using her sampler sheet, which honestly is such a large and useful sampler sheet because she has 2 of each icon and then they go a separate direction so that you can bring it into whatever side of the spread that you use. Whereas most sampler sheets for icons from other shops go all in the same direction and they also don't have as much on them. So if you don't have any icons whatsoever and you're trying to build your collection and you don't want to buy, a few sheets of just individual icons, definitely recommend checking out Paper Muse Crafts sampler sheet. It's just very useful stuff on there. The Target icon I'm not sure is on there, but very cute. Love her Target icon. Okay, so the first half of this week is done, and now we're moving on to the second half. I've been trying to do, if I do something that's kind of consistent or, kind of interesting or big, I try to do it a few times throughout the spread to bring consistency to my spread. So that is why I'm doing this exact layout again of the Harriet Wright Designs little doily and the Giving Girl bowstring box. And then here I'm marking that we drove to Disneyland this day. It was such a fun drive. Brooke slept the whole time. Brooke, if you're listening to this, just totally calling you out. She literally slept the whole time. And Tyler and I switched off driving together. And I used that cute little road drawing from White Deer Stationery. Isn't it so cute? I didn't think I'd be using it this quickly. I bought it and I thought, I'm sure I'll have use for this. Don't know when, but I'm sure, I'll have some kind of use for it. Ended up using it the very next spread that I do for driving to Disneyland. So cute. Okay, so moving on. We checked in this day, another White Deer Stationery icon, of course. I was thinking this, and I think I'm going to just put it out there for any shops that are listening. We need more hotel and theme park themed icons. Doesn't have to be Disney themed specifically, but like theme park and hotel icons, because we have lots of travel icons in the community. We have like luggage and luggage and planes, but not lots of theme park themed and hotel themed things. So the keys, I thought, okay, I had to get creative. I was like looking through all my icons and I was like, what am I going to use for checking in? And then I saw the keys. I was like, perfect. So that worked out. But I know White Deer Stationery has some theme park type icons in the form of food. So she has like popcorn and cotton candy. But I'm thinking more like along the lines of maybe some roller coaster type icons. I'm not sure. So the rest of that day, we went to Downtown Disney. We checked into the hotel, went to Downtown Disney, and then we had tacos for dinner, and we went to bed early because, of course, we wanted to wake up early to go to Disney. They weren't doing Magic Morning Hour because of COVID. I think they just canceled it altogether. But we still went to bed early because, having to get up and early and go into the park when it opens is definitely a skill that I pride myself in, honestly, because getting up early and like full on getting ready to leave your hotel room for the day, and not coming back, that is that's pretty intense. Going to Disney is definitely intense. I don't know how people do it with kids, honestly. I was looking at all the stroller parking and thinking, oh my God, thank God we do not have a stroller and have to go through all this, because it was hard enough for me to do this on my own with Tyler and Brooke. And then imagining doing that with kids. I praise all you moms out there. So much respect for you guys. Okay, so we started out with Starbucks. We actually had Starbucks in the park, but I didn't really have enough space to write that, so I just wrote Starbucks. But they have a Starbucks in each side of the park. So they have a Starbucks in Disneyland, and they have a Starbucks in California Adventure. So we started out in Disneyland this morning. I used the ticket icons from White Deer Stationery. That was kind of theme parky. I like that. Very cute. I think like other ticket options would be cute as well. And we had Starbucks in the park, and we just did lots of rides and fun things. And then we went back to the hotel for a midday nap and like a little refresh. I think some of us showered, and we just needed to like sit down, honestly. Oh, it was like really, really hot this day. I mean, we're talking like 90 degrees, 92. I was like, how are people out right now? Like, I'm dying. So I was like, we need to go back to the hotel, guys. We need to rinse off, shower, and we can go back when the sun is a little more set. Because 92, that's like intense for waiting in lines for rides. You're waiting for like hours, or at least more than 10 minutes is long enough to get a little loopy in the sun. So we went back for that midday nap, and then we had dinner at Carthay Circle. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. It's in California Adventure Park. I've never eaten there before. Let me tell you, the food was very mediocre. People really hyped this place up. They were like, oh my God, you're going to eat at Carthay Circle? You got reservations at Carthay Circle? Wow. Like, it's so good. You're going to have the best time. So I really had high expectations. And the food was definitely very mediocre and very overpriced, even for Disney. And the drinks were like very expensive. I think it was like almost $30 for a cocktail, which is ridiculous. Moving on to Thursday, or sorry, to Saturday. I told you it's early. This morning we started out at California Adventure. Again, we had Starbucks in the park. I really enjoy going to Starbucks in Disneyland. I don't know why I like it so much. It's not even like super Disney themed or anything, but I just enjoy it. Like, when you're there at Disney in the park super early, it is not busy, and it's so nice to just like walk around and enjoy the morning with a coffee. Like, it's so nice. I definitely had a pumpkin spice latte this morning and used that White Deer Stationery pumpkin spice latte icon, which was so darn cute. Love that. Here I'm marking pin trading, and I was actually looking for a like lanyard or leash icon, or a leash icon that I could use for a lanyard. But I could not find any leash icons, which makes sense because I don't have a dog, so it wouldn't make sense for me to even have a leash icon. But I was thinking maybe on a freebie or something. And then when I was looking for that, I stumbled across this little fairy tale book from White Deer Stationery, and I thought, okay, it kind of looks like, a fairy tale book, which is very Disney-esque, but also pin trading. Some people have like pin books. So like I said, I had to get really creative with my icons here because I really wanted, the icons to accurately represent what we were doing. But I just don't have many very specific Disney theme park icons. So I had to get very creative, and I just wanted to explain that to you guys. You're like, why is there a book for pin trading? Yeah, because some people have pin books. So that was my thought process there. Again, sorry if you can hear the cats meowing. They, like I said, it's morning time for them, which is apparently go crazy time. They take a midday nap, and then it's go crazy time again at night. So that's where we are today. Oh my gosh. This day we got stuck on the Star Wars ride. So the new Star Wars ride, I think it's called Rise of the Resistance. It's like a really, really cool ride. You can only go to it if you have reservations for it. You have to do it like on the Disneyland app. It was so much fun. We waited in line. We had already gone the day before once, and I wanted to go like once every day because you can only go once a day. And I wanted to go again. So we got reservations again. We're getting ready to go on this ride. We ended up having to wait in line for like an hour and a half, which is crazy. It was the longest line that we ever waited in the entire Disney trip. Most lines we waited for like max a half hour, but this we had to wait for an hour and a half, which is like, okay, I understand. Then we got to the inside the ride. We were literally about to go on the ride. And then they said, it's not working. We need to escort you out. And they escorted us out in this really cool area that I was not allowed to film or take pictures in. And I found that out by filming and trying to take pictures. And then they like yelled at us. They're like, you can't film, no filming, like phones down, cameras down. So anyways, it was a really cool experience to get stuck on such a cool ride and then have to get escorted out this like secret back way where like the cast members go. Anyways, moving on to Sunday, which is Halloween. I used a Paper Trail Plans script to mark Halloween, and I used the very last of my Pretty Pink Co. Halloween deco on that day to mark that this was Halloween. Tyler and I dressed as Wanda and Vision, so I don't know if you're familiar with Marvel or the Disney Plus Marvel series that have been going on, but there is a show called WandaVision, and we dressed as the characters from that show. I love Marvel. I had to like beg him to do it with me. He's not a Marvel fan. He like doesn't care. He barely even knew who Vision was. And I had to beg him to do it with me, but it was really, really cute. He ended up doing it. It was very nice. So I used, I didn't really know like what to use to mark that we dressed up. I didn't really have any clothing icons. So I just put a cotton candy icon there because I had cotton candy that night. So like I said, getting creative with the icons. We watched the fireworks this night, which were really fun. They were like Disney villain themed fireworks. So they had fireworks plus music, and they like had projections on the castle. So I used some Sticker Guru and White Deer Stationery to mark that. And then we drove home that night. We weren't supposed to drive home that night. We were supposed to like wake up the next morning and drive home from the hotel. But I really wanted more than just 24 hours between Disney and New York. I wanted to wake up in my own bed that day so that I could start unpacking and stuff. Plus, I didn't want there to be traffic driving home the next day, so we just all agreed to drive home that night. We ended up getting home around 2 a.m., which was so late. I just crashed, but I was so happy that we did it because I was able to wake up the next morning and immediately start unpacking and repacking and cleaning the house for New York. So yeah, that was my week for Halloween. I hope your guys' Halloween was good as well. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys did. I'm kind of sad we didn't pass out candy, if I'm being honest, because we finally are living in a place where we have neighborhood children, and I think it would have been really fun to pass out candy, but next year. We always have next year. So that is the finished spread. Here's me giving you a little foil wiggle of everything that I did. Again, let me know your thoughts on the hole punch area. Personally, I really like it, and I'm going to continue to do it, but I would love to know what you guys think about that. So yeah, that's it. That was my Halloween spread. I think next year I definitely want to use a Halloween kit. There was this one kit from Paper Muse Crafts that, oh my gosh, I was kicking myself that I didn't pick it up. I was like, that would have been so darn cute to use. Also, Simply Watercolor Co. had a like Disney themed kit that I totally could have used for this, but like I said, didn't pick anything up. So here is what the finished spread looks like with both halves together, both parts of the week together. So, and then here's what it looks like inside my Aura Estelle Cloud Planner, which next year for 2022, I'm going to be using a white Aura Estelle Cloud Planner with a silver coil so that I can take spread pictures without a gold coil. I'm saying coil, ring bound. It's rings, JC. Come on. Literally talk about hole punch area and saying coil. Okay, so here is the leftovers from the kit. And Lauren, if you're watching this, Lauren of Plan Mush Plan, I'm going to start doing your reusable sticker book giveaway because I am not using my stickers in my reusable sticker book, and I know someone out there will. And Lauren does this on her channel where she just fills up a sticker book and then gives it away once it's full with all of her kit leftovers. So I am certainly going to start doing that because, like I said, I don't have any use for it and I know someone out there will. So yeah, I'm going to do a giveaway once this book is full. Right now it's about like a quarter of the way there. So, And I'm going to separate it out by foil. So one book will be silver, and then one book will be gold, and one rose gold. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. And if you're not done, here's 2 more. Bye!